All right, today we're going to tackle a subject you probably thought you left behind in school for good, geography. And look, forget those dusty old maps and memorizing capital cities. We're about to unlock a totally powerful new way to see the world around you. So let's dive right in.
So I want to start with a question, a pretty bold one. What if everything you think you know about geography is, well, wrong? What if it's not about memorizing a bunch of places on a map, but it's actually about understanding the very fabric of our world and, our place in it? It is definitely time to challenge that old school definition.
Yeah. For so many of us, this is what geography was, right? A static map, basically just the test of your memory. But here's the thing. This is just the canvas. The real story, the exciting part, is so much more dynamic.
Okay, so if it's not just about maps, then what is it? Well, the real heart of geography, what it's all about, lies in this really powerful relationship, the connection between us, humanity, and the environment.
And this right here, this is the modern definition. See, it's not just about the physical Earth itself. It's about this two-way street between us and our planet. It's about how the environment shapes us, and maybe even more importantly, how we shape it.
I think this breaks it down perfectly. Think about it like this. Physical geography, the mountains, the rivers, the climates, that's the stage. And human geography, that's the incredible, super complex story that we act out on that stage. The stage and the story, that's the key.
And just look at this. This is that whole idea in action. The stage is obvious, right? You see the mountains, the coast, the rivers, but I want you to look closer at the human story that's unfolding on it. The cities, the farmland, those power lines, all the transportation networks, that interaction, that's geography.
Okay, so let's bring this down from the big kind of abstract picture right into your daily life. Because this isn't just some academic concept, It's literally happening all around you every single day.
Seriously, just think about it for a second. Your daily commute to work or school. That's the geography of transportation and urban planning right there. What about the food you had for lunch? That connects you to this huge global web of agriculture and trade and different climates. And the very layout of your neighborhood? Yep, that's the geography of human settlement.
And this is really the crucial takeaway. Geography isn't just about knowing where things are, it's about understanding why they're there. Why is your city built next to a river? Why did that coffee you're drinking travel thousands of miles to get to you? Geography is the tool that helps you answer those questions.
So to answer these really complex why questions, the whole field has evolved, dramatically. The toolkit of a modern geographer, it looks nothing like it did 50 years ago. We're talking about a cutting-edge, technology-driven science now.
But it all starts with these core skills. A modern geographer is almost like a detective, right? They're out there observing the world, thinking critically about all the clues, and analyzing patterns to solve these real-world puzzles. And those detective skills, they're powered by some seriously modern tools. This is not about dusty old books anymore. We're talking about conducting surveys in the field with mobile apps, collecting and organizing massive amounts of data, applying sophisticated statistical techniques to analyze it all, and then drawing real, meaningful conclusions. It's basically data science for the real world.
And this is pretty much what it looks like in practice. You've got geographers out there, in the world, using the tech that's in their pockets to gather clues and just make sense of our incredibly complex planet. It's a dynamic, super relevant science, and it's happening right now.
Okay, so let's bring this all together. We've kind of busted the old myth of geography as just memorization, right? And instead, we've revealed it as this dynamic framework for actually understanding the world. And that gives you a completely new way of seeing everything.
I absolutely love this quote. It just reframes the entire subject. Geography isn't some passive thing you just read about in a book. It's an active science. It's a skill that you can actually develop. It's all about paying attention to the world around you, but with new eyes and a really curious mind.
And that brings us to the final, and I think the most important question. Now that you have this new geographical lens, what are you going to observe differently tomorrow? What new questions are you going to ask about your world? The power of geography, it's yours now. So go out there and see what you can discover.